November 30th, 2012. Only my maternal grandmother, but back then there wasn't any kind of treatment or research that could help her out, and she ended up with a total mastectomy. I've had a wonderful support system. I have a dear friend from high school, Jan, who is an 8-year breast cancer survivor, and she's been through this whole thing with me in absentia from a distance. She lives near Chicago. And then my 3 daughters, one lives in Chattanooga, so she was just there in spirit. And my other 2 daughters were wonderful. They were there the day of surgery. And my middle daughter, Michelle, she took me to my 2nd surgery, and she met me a couple of times shopping in between the radiation treatments. And folks here at McKendree have just been wonderful and very supportive. So I've had a lot of help. I had a newer kind of treatment, newer kind of radiation treatment called Savvy brachytherapy, where I had treatments twice a day for 5 days. A Savvy device was placed in the cavity where they took the lump out, and then they attached wires to that, or it was a series of wires, and the wire that carried the radiation went through those tubes and delivered the radiation directly to the tissue. A lot of things went through my mind during treatments. Most important to me was, would I survive what I called the beast? I kept calling it the beast. As well as wondering if I'd have enough energy to make it through all 10 treatments. And then I had the tails of the Savvy device hanging out, and I didn't sleep well, so that didn't help matters. But my device was inserted on a Thursday, and I started treatments the next day on Friday. But then I had to go the whole weekend with that thing sticking in me. And then I had 4 treatments the following week, and they took it out the following Thursday. But it was just uncomfortable. It wasn't really painful, it was just uncomfortable. But just hoping and praying that I would survive the whole thing was my biggest fear. Even though I knew my prognosis was good, it was still scary. Because I found the lump during an annual mammogram, I'm a firm believer in early detection. My lump was so small that neither me nor my surgeon could feel it by manually trying to feel it. But if it wasn't for that annual mammogram, I don't think I would have caught it near as early as I did. And I'm totally amazed at the new treatments, and I'm so thankful I didn't have to go through chemo, because I know so many people who have, and I don't think I could have made it through chemo. But since Jan was there for me, she found hers a lot later than I did, and she's 8 years out, so I knew I'd be okay because it was so small. But I just hope scientists don't give up on trying to find a cure. That's the most important thing. That's the only way we can totally beat this disease, is through research. I appreciate fundraisers like this one and all the others that are out there, because it says to me that others want to find a cure as much as I do. In the past, I haven't participated in too many fundraisers, but I certainly will from now on, and my daughters and I are planning on participating in the next Susan G. Komen walk. Then 2 friends of mine plus me have breast cancer, and it's just that's just the people in my life. And when I think about how many other people out there are trying to get through this, and so many families are trying to get through this, that we have to find a cure, and if it takes a fundraiser a month, we've got to do it. And I didn't think that college students would care enough to think about breast cancer as one of their charities or fundraisers. But I've been at McKendree for almost 9 years, and I found that we're all like one big family, and everybody takes care of everybody else in whatever way we can. And I'd like to thank everybody at McKendree that will be or is participating in this fundraiser. If I can get through this, I can get through anything.